And so we say welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. I'm so happy that you were able to join us this morning and to be part of this field that we create together as each one brings their consciousness and their love to this time together. You know that there are practitioners just holding us all in the light. Beautiful Jackie Greggs and Dale Cottrell will be doing our wonderful musical inspiration. Regina DeBarberi is one of the practitioners. Lynn Scheider has stepped up. Reverend Marlene Volper is our pastoral support today. And our first practitioner is the Reverend Paul Hoyt, who will do our opening invocation.
Good morning. Take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. And rest into this moment right here, right now. This moment of God. This moment of life. This moment of unconditional love. Knowing that we are here by divine appointment. Knowing that we are the beloved of the beloved. That God completely takes care of us. That we're completely supported by the divine. Knowing that this whole service is divinely guided and divinely orchestrated. That it is the perfection of God. That Rev Carol is a vessel of the divine. And lets the divine flow through easily and effortlessly. Knowing that Reverend Michael is also a divine vessel. That God speaks through Michael in this talk, and it washes over the congregation in love, in peace, enlivening the congregation, awakening the congregation. Knowing that this message is the message of God. Knowing that Jackie and Dale are the voice and the instruments of the divine. Knowing that we are all here in love, in peace. This consciousness of God is everywhere. It is our consciousness. We are one with the divine and one with each other in this beautiful service, in this beautiful, beautiful activity of God, knowing that it is all in divine right order. And in this knowingness we say, and so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Reverend Paul. Beautiful. And so now that aforementioned and glorious Jackie Greggs and Dale Cottrell will remind us how to live in a holy, holy way.
Love is all around me. Let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know can heal us all. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share the good that's overflowing. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Yes. Oh, let me talk each day a little kinder. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I see some hands and some clapping and some hearts opening. Thank you very much. And let's call back Reverend Paul Hoyt to do our inspirational reading.
So today, I'm changing it up. And sorry. There it is. Okay. The reading is from The Art of Uncertainty by Dennis Merritt Jones. If you haven't read Dennis Merritt Jones, read him. He's just amazing. He puts homes in a contemporary light. He's just amazing. I apologize. I'm going to start with attention energizes and intention transforms. Whatever you put your attention on will grow stronger in your life. Whatever you take your attention away from will wither, disintegrate, and disappear. Intention, on the other hand, triggers transformation of energy and information. Intention organizes its own fulfillment. Deepak Chopra. I apologize. What does it mean to live with vision? To have a vision is simply to hold a picture in your mind of a complete idea, knowing that whatever needs to take place to bring it into fruition is now unfolding. The skill comes in learning how to return to the vision when you have momentarily gone unconscious and are drifting. The secret is to hold the picture of yourself as already living the dream long enough in your mind's eye that you will be drawn towards it every time you are pulled off course. In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes writes, what we concentrate then is attraction. This is done through intention and the willingness to hold thought centered until the form appears. In other words, paying attention to your intention is the practice. Create the most vivid, full-colored, detailed picture in your mind of what your vision looks like in its complete state, and pay attention to it every day. And so it is. In your chat, there will have been written out the affirmation, if you'll join with me in reading the affirmation. I was born to make manifest the glory of God within me. As I let my light shine, God is expressed in new and glorious ways in our world. I am forever a part of the web of life. I let this one life reach out to everyone, everywhere, in joy and peace, with a blessed assurance that all is well.
Thank you.
And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Paul. And you'll know why he may have picked that reading from the Art of Uncertainty book, because we'd like to kind of acknowledge the people that have finished the Art of Uncertainty class. So I'll call up Regina DeBarberi-Truxell, and Reverend Paul Hoyt, who were the facilitators of the class, as they talk to us about.
So this was a wonderful class. Like I said, Dennis Merritt Jones is just brilliant. The book, if you haven't read it, read it. If you haven't read The Art of Abundance, read it. I love the idea of going into uncertainty positive and excited, knowing that the divine is supporting us. He talks about intention. He talks about mindfulness. The book is extraordinary. It's one that you read over and over and over again. The class truly made the class. The participants are what make the class. I just sit there and answer questions and stuff, and they come up with profound insights and apply it to their lives. So I really want to honor everybody in the class. So Regina, would you like to say something?
Yes, there is no doubt about it, and I agree completely and totally with Reverend Paul about this Dennis Merritt Jones and how he delivers this message of stepping into the flow that is ours. It's enjoying the mystery of the uncertainty, but at the same time, his book and his writing would not have its impact and its power if it was not attended to by the class that participated in this book. The courage, the fearlessness, and the participation of this class was amazing. And one more time, the real gift is to Reverend Paul and myself. The reaching the edge of uncertainty, and we all came from a different place, was just amazing. And I think that that it's a true gift. And if anyone has not participated in any class, these are the results of these classes. And it is beautiful. It is lovely. And during this time, we develop a community in search of this, because you were called to this class. Our participants, our lovely, lovely class people really raised the bar on this one. And I am truly, truly grateful for this class and for the power of this book as well. So thank you for that.
So first, I'd like to honor Regina, because I couldn't do it without her. She is brilliant and just an incredible consciousness. Everything that she says is just right on point. I turn and go, yes, yes, yes. So I thank you very much for the honor of teaching this class with you. You are beautiful. So the participants I want to honor are Andy Daniels, Diane, I think I've got this right, Groom, my wonderful daughter, Jacqueline Hoyt, the wonderful Bobby Miles, my beautiful sister, Carol Hoyt-Paulson, Julia Webb, and Marlene Volper. Thanks, Mar, again. So we've got a few people I want to speak about the class. Bobby, if you'd unmute yourself, and thanks.
Okay. I wrote a little something about the class so I would not get lost in speaking this morning. I have a little phrase that I made up for myself, which is, we are living a mystery, not solving one. Although I consider myself willing to live with uncertainty in my life, I need help with that. My mind insists on trying to figure things out that are impossible to know through the activity of mind. So I jumped at the chance to join this Art of Uncertainty class and build my desire to live more fully in the mystery of life without letting fear define the limits of what's possible. I found it very valuable to hear the insights of the author, Reverend Paul, Regina, and my fellow classmates to let go of the attempt to control what is not in our control. The result is a more fulfilling life journey to evolve into the beings we came here to be.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Jacqueline, are you on? Jacqueline?
Yep.
Woohoo. So go ahead.
I really enjoyed, we did a lot of sharing in this class, and I really enjoyed being able to reflect on the book, but also being able to relate it to our life. So a lot of the concepts were something new it was a new way of thinking of looking at life, because typically we're looking at trying to control things and make things out to be how you want it to be. So the idea of just trusting in God and trusting in the universe and knowing that it's all going to be okay one way or another is a tough thing to do. But there were some great techniques, and we all, I think, in our own way did a great job of relating it to our lives. So I really enjoyed it. I loved the sharing, and we did a lot of, we did meditations, we did practices that they suggested in the book, and those are wonderful too. So it was a great class. I really enjoyed sharing with everyone.
Thanks, sweetie. One last one, Julia Webb. Julia? Oh, Julia.
Yep. So
There you
thank
are.
you, Paul. So I imagine we all got something different out of the class, and I kind of wrote a little something too. So I would remember what I was going to say. But I really enjoyed the book, The Art of the Uncertainty. And it speaks in a humorous and engaging voice, and there's a lot of interesting analogies that we can apply to life. The course and the people in the course kind of provided us additional support and guidance through meditations and just talking each time. And the premise is that we arrive on Earth without knowledge, but our programming that we have throughout life holds us back. And we kind of holds us back from doing the things that we want to do. And I think the course and the book kind of helped me to let go of some of that. So for me, it meant indulging in my interest in writing for my industry in nursing, but I'd held back because I believed my writing skills were inferior. Even though I did well in the papers I wrote for college and stuff, I think I was writing more for the grade, and not for the enjoyment of writing. So I think along with the course and the self-isolation of COVID, it afforded me time to really reflect on things and what interested me versus my conditioning about my beliefs and my skills. So I started writing articles on hot topics in nursing, and one of mine was recently accepted by a nursing newsletter. And I revised it, and it was also picked up by a recruiter for my alma mater. And then I wrote another article based on another course where I'm currently taking, which that's a different course. I won't get into that, but hopefully I'll be able to reach my goals now in publishing in nursing journals and CE for nursing now that now that I'm not afraid to go to my edge and without fear of consequence.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So that's what you get out of the classes. Take the classes. They're extraordinary. I just want to thank you all for your participation, for your willingness to go out under the skinny branches. Thank you for your love, your support, and just thanks for the class. Love you all.
Congratulations. You know that we say as each person clears a little bit of the conditioned behaviors and habitual responses in their mind, the field, or all of us, are enhanced. So thank you very much, all of you, for your work. And now we have another treat for you, our very own Reverend Michael Rogers. For those of you that do not know Reverend Michael, just briefly, he's a religious science minister and interfaith minister, one of our own, been a member here and a full-out participant in just about everything for forever, it seems. He also has many awards and accolades, you may not know this, for advocating human and civil rights, working with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So it's with great joy and with his big personality and big heart that I welcome Reverend Michael Rogers to share his wisdom.
Michael, unmute.
I unmute. Thank you, Reverend Carol. I'm just so energized by this service thus far, and the invocations and the music. It seems that my talk today is on intentions, acting on our intentions, and a thing intended is our aim and our plan. So I just took notice of how many wonderful intentions are in the music, or is in our invocations, is in our sharing of everything we say. I love that Paul says that I am completely taken care of by the divine. How wonderful is that? I feel it. I feel it in my speaking. I feel it in this moment. I feel it as part of this community. And they're all clear and beautiful intentions to live our life by. So everything that has, is, will happen in the universe starts with an intention. And I get this from almost every spiritual leader and studies that I've done, that it is, our life is full of intention. And are we moving in the direction of our heart's desires is my question for myself. The sharing that our attention is energized, our intention is opening to our fulfillment was beautiful as well. Thank you again in your reading, Paul. So what would serve our highest and best? Glenda Cloud says, change is inevitable, growth is intentional. What is our intention in life? And somebody already mentioned, during this pandemic, we had plenty of downtime, we have plenty of outside sources that we can be so subjected to. We can alter what is good in us and what is true in us. So we need a clear intention in life. And I recommend clear intentions for keeping ourselves grounded, keeping ourselves aligned, keeping ourselves in the magnificence and beauty of who and what we are as divine creations. So Ernest Holmes says, change your thinking, change your life. What is the thinking? What are your thinking and thoughts right here and right now? When you're setting intention, and intentions are powerful intentions, we're creating within ourselves specific state of frame of minds that serves our purpose, consciously creating or unconsciously creating. Eckhart Tolle says, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for abundance. That's a good start. Starting with a grateful heart is a very good start with setting your intentions in your life. But at this point, how many of us are resigned to the thoughts of giving up, of just it's not going to happen, or plans that are just too dusty, or plans that are conditional based on this, then this will happen? Are we still trying to adapt ourselves? Amos Holmes writes, the whole thing resolves itself into our mental ability to control our thoughts. The man or woman who can do this can have what he or she wants, can do what he or she wishes, and become what he or she wills. How beautiful of a statement is that? Many of us, especially people that completed the foundations class, we've learned how to use affirmations, how to use meditations, how to use spiritual mind treatments, and they're such wonderful gifts. But the beginning of them all is, what is your intention in life? Who and what do you put forth? Have you given yourself the time and energy to just be and demonstrate the beauty that you are? We're all gifts to this planet. We're all a blessing. Some wonderful intentions we can set for ourselves is to lead by example, to love unconditionally, to stop taking things too personally, to manifest happiness naturally, to see the good around yourself, to be kind. In the song, it was talk each day in a kind way, and let me know in a happy, happy way. These are all such beautiful intentions we can set, but have you taken the time to set these intentions for yourself? To freely forgive yourself and others, make yourself mindfulness, suspend judgment, and accept life as it is in this moment. We speak of an awakened being and an awakened soul, and we're at their mastery. Their mastery is mastering their own life, to live in the happiness, to live in the peacefulness, to live a kind and compassionate life, to live with patience and understanding, with insightfulness, to be centered and emotionally stable, to have balance, to know their blessing and to know our worth. These are all qualities within each and every one of us. These are our gifts in life. These are our springboards to move in the direction of our heart, of our own individualized expression, expansion, and celebration of the divine. We are, by soul, an extension of the divine. Expressing, expanding, and celebrating life. It's all in our outlook. We're tremendously magical beings. Yeah, we're doing the human thing, but we are such magical beings. We are so capable. And we know that the universe aligns in loving support of us. So we need to take time to really just sit down and think, what are my intentions? We speak about, I love the expression, we're going to sit down and take this to Jesus or take it to God. Have you ever considered welcoming them, but sit down and take it to yourself? Sit down with pen and paper and say, what truly are my intentions? And how you will bless your life by giving it focus in clear and wonderful ways. What are your goals? Bob Marley says, love the life you live the life you love. There's such freedom in that. And these abilities are already ours. So I welcome. Just think about, what is your intention in any and all situations? How about for today, to set forth an intention to just to be in the loving and grace of this beautiful gathering of a spiritual community. And just allow your heart to open and just flood with all the blessings and all the peace and serenity, the acceptance, the grace that is present right here and right now. The beauty, as you look at all these wonderful people on Zoom. What a brilliant opportunity. When I'm speaking at the Center for Conscious Living at the community house, I like to make eye contact, and I thought, this will be interesting to do this on Zoom and just to see so many wonderful faces and just really be up close and personable people. What is my intention with that? Just to feel the love that is present. Just to feel the beauty in each and every person present. Just to know that I am a part of this and rejoice in this moment, knowing that this intention has been demonstrated. So we sit down with ourselves and we set our goals. We've done so many other things which are wonderful. You may or may not have. We develop vision boards. We seek out things that feed our mind, body, and soul. We have a bucket list. We do gratitude journals. We set up support systems. We go to classes, which is brilliant. Have we sat down within ourselves and written our own mission statement? That will help with setting our intentions. And what are our action plans, which pretty much would be our intentions? Ways to seriously measure. Rumi said, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you have built against it. I think that applies in other areas of our life as well. Because creating is not about getting. It's not about lusting after something. It's about aligning. For it is the divine's pleasure to give to us. The universe truly awaits. We study how everything just aligns, and once we set these pure intentions, it's about opening ourselves up to receiving these blessings. We are creating intentions, whether we're consciousness of it or not. So how do we become more conscious of it? I say write it down. If we're looking for a relationship, or to be more forgiven, to have more fun, to laugh more, to be more joyful, to touch into my inner peace, to know my own self-worth, document it. Write these clearly down for yourself. Through our soul, we are an extension of God. And to love is the very best part of our humanity. That love extends to ourself. That love extends to uplifting ourself. That love extends to doing our very best for ourselves. Just to love ourselves in a holy, holy way, as the song shared with us. Set the intentions in a positive way to have peace. I welcome peace into my life. I am peace. I see peace in all things. I set an intention for peace for today. I feel incredibly peaceful sharing with you right here and right now, just by speaking those words. We've learned this in Foundations, and I welcome you. If you haven't taken Foundations, take it, audit it, read the book if you've taken it, open it up. It's always been a blessing in my life. It always contributes to my well-being. We've learned not to focus on the negative. I wouldn't focus on, I want to stop stressing, because what do I hear? Stressing. What does my subconscious hear? What does the universe hear? Stressing, stressing. That's not what I want. I want peace. I want ease. One of my favorite affirmations is I have from Mary Ann Radmacher, and I actually have the magnet on my refrigerator, is, what if we just act like everything was easy? Breathe into that. What if we act like everything was easy? Right here and right now, my life is easy. I'm present in my radiant beauty. I'm sharing the grace that I am right here and right now with my spiritual community that loves, approves, and accepts me. I love when Spirit steps in and wants to share. It's the better part of the message. What if everything was easy, and what if everything we do today is easy? And if that works, what about if everything we do tomorrow is easy, and for the rest of our life is just easy? As we just take in and accept our own individualized beauty and have a clear intention on that I clearly intend for my life to be of ease and grace, full of self-acceptance, full of this bountiful love. You know, you're in a loving place right here and right now. The Center for Conscious Living is a loving community, is a loving place to be, is a loving place to invite all your friends and family to join in and be uplifted by, is a place for you just to be who you are. We love you. I think we love you when you walk in the door. I really do. I think there's an instant love. Or when you come online, there's an instant love for you. That's a beautiful intention for our community. I think it's already demonstrated. But let's be conscious of that, because it is called the Center for Conscious Living. Let's be conscious that we love you. You're loved, and your love is here to be shared as well. So if I was going to think about how I would step forward with this, I would think in my intention, what would I utilize to support me? How about God is my role model for taking care of myself? How about if you approach everything in life knowing that, fully accepting God's Spirit, whatever your word for it is, as your guide and your role model for loving yourself and taking care of yourself, for putting out clear creations, and for creating your magnificent life upon this planet, and accepting, acknowledging all the magnificent things that you already have done, and going forth. We are enlightened beings. We are every magnificent thing that is conscious of. These expressions are created for our own individual grace for our own individual presence. So God is having a personal relationship with God, as your BFF, as your role model. How would God take care of me right here and right now, knowing we all know of God as a loving and kind, positive and gracious and giving, and a universe that just awaits blessing us? We need to speak the words. We need to consciously say, and taking charge of our life and taking direction with our life. These are my intentions. How about my intention is to be loved, to know I'm loved, to know everything is okay, that I'm truly blessed, I'm truly heard in this moment, that I'm a valuable, brilliant creation of God, that I am my own unique, authentic demonstration of the divine. How about when applied outward? We want to find relationships, romantic or friendships. What are some of the things we can do? We can wake up each morning with a clear intention affirming that I am love. I'm lovable, loving, and loved. These affirmations are brilliant because they are intentions that we're putting out into the universe. Put your feeling behind them. Feel your very innocence right here and right now. I welcome you to just feel your beauty and innocence right here and right now. Now, with knowing that, who would not want you to have the most wonderful and beautiful intentions for you? This innocent, beautiful creation of God that you are. The universe awaits your clear and beautiful intentions. We need to set them, align with them, allow them, humble to them. Do whatever you can do to research and study, to remind yourself of what your intentions are. We need to stay conscious of them. Put them on your phone, the calendar. You can get a daily reminder of my intentions for today. I've done it. I get a 9 o'clock a.m. These are my clear intentions. How wonderful. It is wonderful to know our own heart, know our own grace, and know our own blessings upon this planet. You want more peace in your life? Be the peace you wish to see, hear, feel in the world. God, thank you, Gandhi. It's truly done unto us as we believe. Thank you, Jesus. Anything the mind thinks, it can unthink. That's a spiritual principle. Thank you, Ernest Holmes. So much of life aligns in loving support of us. That can be attention to wake up to the support and love that is present for us right here and right now. To see it in everything. That it's here to love and support us. That be an intention. I see all of life as loving support to my well-being, to my innocence that I so bravely brought to this planet to grow and learn, to expand and bless, to love and celebrate. to allow love in and to expand in my love. For our words are very important. We are part of this world. And in God's masterful divine plan, apparently it was important to the divine that we be a part of this world. So let our words be our intentions. Ernest Holmes writes, just what is meant by your word? It means your conscious intention, your conscious direction, your conscious faith and acceptance that because of what you are doing, the power of spirit will flow through your word in the direction you give it. That's very powerful. Think about what you want to put out there. Do it in an easy way, do it in a fun way, do it in your way. Our intention is our intention. Be clear. Be as specific as you want, as you need to be. Because remember, the subconscious only hears the word you're speaking. So speak those beautiful qualities of God that we all are. Because you know, if we don't, it's almost like, don't speak of what you don't want, speak of what you do want. If you want love, if you want grace, if you want greater joy, even you want a new job, you want freedom, you want to feel your own love, you want your innocence. You want everything to just slow down and focus into your heart and be that heart-centered human being. We want to be clear. Because we can't, it's like going into Baskin Robbins and telling the person, I don't want vanilla. You're bound to get a lot of other flavors before you get one you like. Be specific in what you want. And let it be part of your day, every part. Wake up with it. Align with it consciously. Live consciously. Create consciously. It's the truth. Our affirmation today and Jackie's songs were full of intentions. The affirmation today, I was born to make manifest the glory of God within me. As I let my light shine, God is expressing in new and glorious ways in our world. I am forever a part of the web of life, and I let this one life reach out to everyone, everything, in joy and peace with the blessed assurance all is well. Let your heart speak out to yourself in awe with the blessed assurance that all is well with joy and peace. Buddha writes, radiate in boundless love towards the entire world. There's something that can run interference for you. So I'd like to take a moment for those in between. So you set your intentions and you're focused on them and you're really conscious of them and you give yourself permission to be conscious of them. And some other things come up. So let's take a moment. I just want to do a minute guided meditation. So let's come into your heart. Everybody just come into your heart. Have that intention. And from your heart, stream love through your body, through your mind, and through your spirit. Just see it, feel it, hear it, know it, whatever works for you. Just let that love go through your entire being. And if your being goes outward, express it in past, present, and future. Just send love. Stream it from your heart. Now, send that love to everybody on this Zoom. Now you having an intention to send it out to all your family and friends. We know there's an endless supply of love. To our spiritual community, we send it out. To our own communities. Now we can send it out to our country. Send it out to a cause for cleaner air, for equality for all, for enlightenment for all on the planet, to know our hearts. Now send it out to the world. Now to the universe and beyond. And knowing this, knowing you're in the flow of giving and receiving this love. Now place your hands over your heart and tell yourself, I am love. There's a clear intention. And remember, like attracts like. So come present, knowing that you are love and that we love you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Michael. Reverend Michael Rogers, thank you very much. A blessing indeed for all of us and for my good friend and BFF God. That's great. So it's time for our offertory prayer. Those of you that have been donating to sustain this lovely community, and I'm grateful, and there's information that will be up in the chat about how to continue to support us, and we're grateful for that. Reverend Marlene.
So if you look in your chat, I've put up our blessing of our offering. And if you will repeat with me, thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
Thank you very much. And we will call up the fantastic Jackie Greggs and Dale Cottrell. I rise in thee.
All right, so this song that we're going to do is a little reminiscent of the doo-wop eras of the 40s and 50s. I know nobody on this call remembers anything about that time. But we're going to invite you to doo-wop with us a little bit. All right. And it's going to be real simple. Shoo-doo-wop, 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 shoo-doo-wop. Y'all got it? Do it again. Shoo-doo-wop, 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 shoo-doo-wop. They've been talking about better days and looking forward to better days, and all that we have is now. So stay step aside motivation. I'm being led by inspiration, 'cause all that we have is now. Let's rise together. I rise in thee. I rise in thee. I rise in thee. Yeah. I rise in thee. I know sometimes you want to shout, 'cause there's always something to worry about. But all that we have is now. So step aside motivation. I'm being led by inspiration, 'cause all that we have is now. Let's rise. I rise in thee, rising in love. I rise in thee. Set that intention to rise in love and joy. I rise in thee. Yeah, 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 yeah. I rise in thee. You ready to do wop? Let's do wop. Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop. Yeah. Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop. Sing it again, yeah. Shoo-doo-wop, 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 shoo-doo-rise. Let's just rise. I rise in thee. Set your intentions. Come on. I rise in thee. Yeah, 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 yeah. I rise in thee. I rise in thee. Your last time to do what? Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop. Last time, come on. Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was great. Thank you so much, Jackie Greggs and Dale Cottrell. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Reverend Michael. We've already done quite a bit of blessing. Probably there's no end to it. So let's do our blessing of new visitors. Anybody that's joining us for the first time, why, welcome. And for each of us and all of us, as we raise our hands and say, welcome to this Center for Conscious Living. You're a heart-centered spiritual community, and we open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God within you. We celebrate the joyous being that you are. You are a radiant point of light, and we are blessed by your presence. Welcome home. And we also have what we call a mastermind covenant, which is just another word for all of these wonderful words that we're using for God as source. So I'll invite you to close your eyes, and I'll tell you the responses as we move into this prayer as well. Knowing there is a power, intelligence, and wisdom greater than my own, knowing it is responsive to my every thought, word, action, and feeling, say aloud, I acknowledge. Surrendering to the power of the divine consciousness and knowing I am guided and assisted past any limited perception to God's truth within. Now say, I surrender. Knowing forgiveness is the key to change. I now forgive myself and others for all mistaken judgments, and I open the door to unconditional love by saying, I forgive. Realizing my life is the creation of my own thoughts, I now choose to fill my mind with thoughts that are positive, loving, and beautiful, and very clear intentions. And I allow my life to reflect those intentions and that choice by saying, I choose. Holding this consciousness for the Center for Conscious Living, we now thank God, my dear new BFF, for the continued prosperity of this spiritual community and for everyone. For myself, I now go within to the silence of my own mind as I state my own specific intentions, knowing the universe always says yes. Please repeat after me. I accept. With a thankful heart and knowing that all I have put into divine mind is now returned to me, I say, thank you, God. And now we can say the covenant, the mastermind covenant. The love of God unfolds me. The mind of God inspires me. The Spirit of God enlightens me. The power of God encircles me. I am in God and all is well, for I am enthusiastic, excited, expectant, and at peace. And then we say, turn to your neighbor, your neighbors, look out there, look straight ahead and see all your neighbors and say, I'm grateful God has heard you. Beautiful. And so announcements, I think most of you are on the mail list. So the most important announcement might be, if you are not, please put your email up in the chat or send an email to cclinmorristown@aol.com. That's also a lovely place where you can send in a prayer request if you like, and it goes out to our practitioners who are glorious lights, just like we all are, but they're a little bit trained in this focused prayer. So we send your prayer requests to them as well. Those of you that are already on the mail list, well, I go take a look. I think we sent it out maybe midday Friday. So it'll have a lot of the things on it. You know, we have a Course in Miracles groups meeting in the evening and on Saturday mornings. We have a men's group. We have a women's group. We have a number of individual members who are offering things for everybody. So you can join us on that. And check us out on YouTube as well, our Center for Conscious Living NJ. All of our services are up after an hour or so, a couple of hours, up on YouTube, or maybe a day or two, I guess, Marlene. It takes a bit for that. So check that out. The recordings are up on our Facebook page, which is Center for Conscious Living, within an hour or two every Sunday. That's, I think, all that we need. I believe that the glorious Jackie and Dale have a concluding song for us, and then our first practitioner invites you to join in our concluding affirmation. But perfectly in line with Reverend Michael's suggestions is this song.
Beautiful. All right. Set an intention this week to be happy and stay happy. Yes. Here we go. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to space. With the air like I don't care, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap happens to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because come along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Here we go, come on. If you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on, are you guys feeling that? Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I say my love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. That's why I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Clap along if you feel like happiness. Break it down. I think you guys feel happy. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring us down. Our love is so high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring us down. Our love is so high. Bring us down. Can't nothing bring us down. Your love is so high. Bring us down. Can't nothing bring us down. That's why I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Come on, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. All week, clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because we're happy.
Amen. Hallelujah. Yes. Happy.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah indeed. All right. Reverend Paul, our concluding affirmation.
If you will repeat after me, something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in
Life
all
is in
my
my activities.
Life is in my intentions.
Life is in my intentions.
I receive it.
I
I
receive.
receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
And I
I
am.
am it.
And I accept it
And I accept it.
just the way that it is.
Just the way that it
Thank
is.
you, life.
Thank you, life.
Thank you.
And
life.
accepting all these gifts, we say,
Say yes.
yes.
Thank you. Blessings. Love to everybody. Lots
Love
of
you
love.
all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, right
Oh,
on.
thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Me.
Oh, hello. Yay.
Jackie, wonderful.
Woo!
And Nate T, hello. Jeffrey T.
Hey.
Hi.
And Jeff. Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, good. Michael and Ellen, too.
Hi, Ellen.
See you.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hi, Jack.
Ellen.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mike and Ellen.
Hi.
Hi, Jerry. Thank you,
Bye,
Jerry.
guys.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Lisa, I see the picture.
Hi, everyone.
Sue.
Great week, everyone.
Nancy.
Hi, Sue.
Wonderful music, Jackie. I'm so
Hi,
happy
Jerry.
now.
Yeah.
My
I'm
intention is to be overjoyed
I'm
with
so happy.
happiness.
Hi, June. Hi, Joanne.
Thanks, Lynn.
Hi. Great job,
Maggie,
Paul.
hello.
Great job, Mike.
Hey,
Oh, thank
Joanne.
you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Bye.
Hey.